I could really use some help down at the tire store.
Really? Selling tires? You are not gonna regret this.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for how the Big Bang Theory prequel Young Sheldon has been shifting the narrative ahead of its Georgie and Mandy-centric spinoff. If you're not caught up or haven't watched The Big Bang Theory, this is your spoiler warning.
You think I'm not all in, but I am.
Okay. Well, I am too.
Number 10. Sheldon heads to Caltech. In Season 7, multiple universities start competing for Sheldon to complete his post-grad education with them. Eventually, he narrows it down to Caltech and MIT, a decision that undoubtedly shocked countless Big Bang fans.
Perhaps I don't give your MIT education enough credit.
However, as soon as he sets foot in Massachusetts for a tour, it becomes clear that sunny California is the right choice.
Caltech?
Caltech!
And so, as we know from The Big Bang Theory, that's where we find him. So with Sheldon far from the rest of his family, it's easier to transition the focus onto other members.
If you're worried about being far away, they're all offering to pay for travel expenses so you can come home for the holidays.
But to be clear, you don't have to.
We don't need to follow the titular character to Caltech because that's where this story started anyway. Number 9. Financial troubles. Since the early days of young Sheldon, Georgie has shown his knack for business. However, his entrepreneurial skills truly shine when he partners up with Connie for their backdoor casino.
Oh, sweet bear, I'll give you $20 for it.
How are we doing?
There's a problem with the cash box.
Oh, what's that?
Can't get it to close.
However, in Season 7, Connie's decision led her down a risky path, dragging their venture into troubled waters. Now, with Georgie shouldering family duties and Mandy chasing her weather girl dreams, money could get a little tight.
What about the laundromat, the video store?
They shut everything down.
So what are we gonna do for money?
Yeah.
That's an excellent question.
How was Dollywood?
Magical. What are we gonna do about money?
The Coopers are not exactly rolling in dough as it is, so this could lead to some tough times ahead. It could even force the young family to consider leaving Medford behind for a shot at a new beginning elsewhere.
Be okay, right?
Of course.
How can you be so sure?
Hey, you didn't just marry a pretty boy like Danny over here.
Donnie.
Yeah, him.
Number 8. Looping back to The Big Bang Theory. Young Sheldon loves to give the occasional nod to its parent series, like Georgie's early love for tires, hinting at his future empire.
Talk to me. Tell me where it hurts.
Gotcha.
I got goosebumps.
Adult Sheldon also suggests that Georgie and Mandy's relationship doesn't last. However, we're hoping the spin-off will delve more into what happened between Sheldon and Georgie. Georgie hints his estrangement with Sheldon may stem from the burden he bore after their father's death, so perhaps we'll see those fractures form as the season finale nears.
After Dad died, who do you think took care of everything?
Mom did. Mom always took care of everything.
Mom was a mess. Missy was a dumb teenager. I had to look after both of them.
But hey, it's not like young Sheldon never broke Big Banglore, so who's to say the new spin-off can't do the same?
What about crumbs? Crumbs attract bugs. Bugs bring disease.
Give me the bucket. I'll watch for lakes while you go eat.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe Georgie will even share tidbits about Sheldon's early days in Pasadena. Number 7. Parenthood. In Season 6, Georgie and Mandy welcome their daughter Constance, or Cece. From that moment on, we watch the pair finding their footing as new parents.
Why don't you try?
I was a baby more recently than you were. It's okay, Cece. Daddy's here.
Good job.
Georgie really steps up despite barely being an adult himself. And for the most part, he and Mandy share parenting duties equally.
Thanks for letting me get some rest.
No problem.
Good morning, Cece.
She's fed, she's changed, and we got through the first 2 verses of Deep in the Heart of Texas.
Did you tell her about the claps?
Of course.
Good.
Of course, it helps to have family around because, as they say, it takes a village. Since none of the Coopers are currently slated for the spin-off, it looks like they're about to fly solo as a couple. As Cece grows and new challenges emerge, we'll be eagerly watching to see how Georgie and Mandy tackle them without their families by their side.
And the wolf said, I'm gonna huff
and puff and blow your house down. Don't worry, Daddy will never let that happen to you. I'm gonna keep you safe.
Number 6, Mary versus Audrey. That being said, perhaps raising little Cece away from meddling family members might be the best move for these new parents.
My granddaughter is not going to be raised Catholic. She's going to worship Jesus, not the Pope.
We don't worship the Pope.
Well, y'all sure bought him a pretty fancy car.
While their fathers get along just fine, the same can't be said for their mothers. Mary and Audrey didn't exactly get off on the right foot.
Georgie made a mistake, but I did not cut him out of my life.
You don't
I
know.
don't care. You are her parent. Act like it. So grow up, call your daughter, and make it right.
However, when their kids get engaged, both become too overbearing, leading the couple to opt for a simple service down at City Hall and launching a bitter rivalry between matriarchs. As if that wasn't bad enough, both grandmothers take Cece to get baptized under their respective faiths without her parents' permission. Yeah, we can totally see why they might want to break away from their families.
They're making decisions about our child without talking to us. That's totally unacceptable.
I'm right there with you. Not cool.
Okay, so what are we gonna do about it?
Number 5, George's fate. Young Sheldon's George Sr. has in many ways redeemed the man often described by Sheldon and his mother in The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, not so wise. He once tried to fight a bobcat for some licorice.
However, one part of his story that's still sealed is his fate. In The Big Bang Theory, Georgie reveals that he became their family's anchor after their father's passing.
If she was upset, she would have told me.
She was protecting you, you idiot, just like everyone always does.
If things were bad, then why didn't you tell me?
Because I was protecting you too.
He was just 18 years old at the time and juggling fatherhood. That's a huge weight to bear. We're not yet sure how far after the events of young Sheldon this new spin-off will take place. However, it would make sense if Georgie decided to start afresh elsewhere to focus on his own family unit after picking up the pieces of his grieving family.
You're my baby brother, Sheldon. I know life has been hard for you, but that don't mean it's been easy for the rest of us.
I suppose I didn't think about how it was for everyone else.
Number 4, setting up base. After Mandy loses her apartment, she crashes with Connie. But when a tornado flattens the house, Mandy takes over Sheldon's room while Connie moves in with Dale.
I'm not sticking my granddaughter in the garage. You can have Sheldon's room. Just don't tell Sheldon. Or touch anything. And Connie, obviously you're welcome too.
Obviously. But I'm sure that Dale was about to offer.
After a toilet issue arises at the Coopers, Mandy and Georgie reluctantly bunk with Mandy's folks. Audrey's not exactly warm and fuzzy, so we imagine they'd be happy to find their own place pretty quickly.
I'll just put these away.
What's the can-do club and why is my mom so mad about it?
Who knows what'll pull them from Medford? Maybe Mandy lands a job elsewhere, or Jim offers Georgie a role at a new out-of-town store branch. They'd probably want to kickstart their lives in their own place while keeping their folks at arm's length, which is a big factor, we're sure.
You think I talk funny?
What'd my mom say?
Just that I should speak more proper.
You're fine, and she should mind her own business.
Number 3, Georgie's Career. As mentioned earlier, young Sheldon teased Georgie's affinity for tires early on. However, that's all but forgotten until Mandy's dad offers him a job at his store in the final season.
Really? Selling tires? You are not gonna regret this. I worked my butt off for you. Nights, weekends, holidays, you name it, I'm there.
Pretty impressive kid, huh?
As Georgie says himself, he's highly ambitious and puts his all into everything he does.
You know, I'm the hardest worker you'll ever meet. When I see something I want, I don't stop till I get it.
You are relentless.
So we imagine we'll see Georgie thrive in the biz before putting the wheels in motion to start building his own empire. Will he end up competing with his father-in-law, or will they become business partners? Only time will tell. Mandy is also trying to rebuild her career as a weather girl, and we look forward to hopefully seeing her shine in her field too.
But you know what they say in Texas? If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. Actually, I've never said that, but my Aunt Bonnie does. She's not wrong, though.
Number 2, the later season started shifting focus. Despite its title, young Sheldon has always been about more than just Sheldon.
I'm sorry, Dad, but I'm unable to express an opinion at this time.
Why not?
In the interest of science, I have to remain a neutral observer.
While he was once the primary focus, as the series evolved and we got to know the Coopers and Meemaw better, that focus began to shift. Sheldon's narratives became secondary, and his trip to Germany saw him sidelined from the main events.
It's dinner time in Heidelberg.
We're not in Heidelberg.
But I will be over the summer, so I'm trying to adjust my internal clock to the local time so I can hit the ground running mid-out jet lag.
By season 7, he's basically taken a back seat, and his biggest storyline essentially paves the way for his exit. Meanwhile, Georgie and Mandy's story takes center stage. It almost feels as if the show is using this final season to set the stage for the new series.
A whole summer with him was enough, huh?
If you want me to get them, I'll go get them.
No, it's okay.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Georgie and Mandy's relationship. Okay, technically this one takes us back to the Big Bang Theory. Sheldon tells us that his brother is at least twice divorced, so we're not expecting any saccharine fairy tale relationship going forward.
Aw, it's a congratulations text from my Meemaw. Oh, and there's one from my mom. And my sister. And my brother. And my brother's ex-wife. My brother's other ex-wife.
Right now, the newlyweds are in a great place, which sets the stage nicely for their spin-off. But let's not forget, their relationship has never been smooth sailing. Georgie practically had to wear Mandy down to get her to marry him.
All right, let's get married.
What?
You think I'm not all in, but I am.
Okay. Well, I am too.
So while the honeymoon phase seems like the perfect starting point for the new series, we know it won't last. Though young Sheldon has played fast and loose with Big Bang Theory canon before, pulling that off this time might be a stretch.
Your relationship started out with lies and deceit, which usually happens later on in marriage.
Where is this going?
But you two got it out of the way right up front. So I think the odds are in your favor.
What are you hoping to see in the new spin-off? Let us know in the comments.
So we're really doing this?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I ain't waiting to get home to kiss you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.